Well, boys and girls, we're about 18 to 20 miles out right now. Big John is up in the front of the boat.
I'm here.
Well, it's just the beginning of whitecaps, but it's supposed to calm down. Yeah, we'll see. We're just after bait right now, hoping that it comes along. We've already got one grunt in the live well. Oh, looks like number two. Boy, this feels a little bit bigger than a grunt. We are in 6 feet of water. It must be on top of a shelf or something because it was about 80 feet before. Oh, that's perfect size right there. I can see a big old grouper eating this guy. Yum, yum. Hope something happens pretty soon. This feels a little bit bigger on a sabiki than those grunts. Your line's getting back here, John.
What's that?
Your line. I don't want to foul you up here. Oh, already got you. Already got you. Oh, look at there.
Is that a link?
No.
Schoolmaster?
Schoolmaster. Nasty fish. There you go. They are not good to eat.
They are stinging.
You want this grunt? He's too big for me.
Okay, sure, I'll chop it up.
And this guy, beautiful fish.
Well, they are.
But I'm telling you, man, oh man.
It's like a cactus.
Yep. I'm just going to let him go real quick. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I've made some beautiful fishes, but boy, this fella's dangerous. There's no two ways around it.
Look at it, don't touch it.
Eat that big runt. I got him, Big John.
Got it?
Yeah. No clue. Oh.
Good.
Feels like a typical crazy red snapper. Ugh. My goodness. But you never know. The grouper bite's been pretty good this last couple of weeks, I guess. What you got? Come on. He's still on there. There we go. Boy, that's a good sized one. Whatever he is. I mean, this is a fairly good sized grunt that he ate.
Line up?
I think it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. It's a monster red snapper.
Red?
Yep.
Don't you like red, eh?
Caught the first red tuna. This could be Mr. Mangrove. This could be Mr. Mangrove. He's not real huge like a big red snapper. It is, oh boy, a red snapper. Get another red tuna. Got a red tuna. Maybe this is a red mangrove. No, that's a red tuna. Not allowed to keep them on this side of the Atlantic. He's got a thumper. Oh, did he get off?
I think it's a big coach.
Yeah, probably.
Had a 2-aught hook.
Oh man. All right. This is on my backline sardine. Not putting up a whole lot of fight. Light colored fish, I see it down there.
Mackerel?
Trigger, maybe? Trigger, trigger, trigger! Just a little trigger fish. Just a little trigger fish.
Little trigger?
Too little. I'll measure them.
Not real little. It's just a little,
There we go!
too little.
Not big enough. Then again, he is just right at 14.
Really?
Yep. Right at 14, big enough, baby. On a great big old, yeah, just 14, right on. A big old circle hook. Unbelievable. Thank you, Lord, for getting the skunk out of the boat. Skunk is out of the boat. Let's catch a bigger one now. That was on a sardine. This is on a sardine out the back. Floater. That feels like a red snapper. Sorta. Yeah. Good size one. Can't tell yet. He's fussing and fighting and fuming. Come on. Not much action out here. Not compared to the culverts that we were at the other day. We're in an all-natural area here. Whoa, another one. Here you go, John. Let me see what this is. It's a big red snapper, I think. Yeah. Monster. Ah! Oh, and I lost this one.
Mint. Oh, look what he just puked up.
Good.
Gracious. That's a whole family. Wow.
Yeah. This was something else too. This was kind of way back there, looks like. See? Yeah, bit right through the line. That's probably Mr. Shark.
Shark or mackerel or something.
Yeah.
Big blue.
Yeah, it could have been a king. Look at there. Big old circle hook right in the side of the lip. A couple more months, we can keep this guy.
Yeah, maybe.
If you want to. There he goes. Goodbye, big guy. Thank you. 2 hits at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 big old red snapper and 1 medium. Oh, no, he didn't spin it, but he came towards me. I'm pretty sure I got a big old shark here, folks. But that circle hook's probably right in the side of his mouth.
I hate to lose it, but I'm not gonna put my hand anywhere near it. Big shark's mouth for sure. That's my job, right? Yeah, turn that job over to the guy. Go ahead and get your lines in. Get in. And we'll move, we'll go find a place where there's maybe some bottom fish.
Well, not a nurse. Still about an 8-footer. I see fish around it. I don't see any cobia. Big John got a vermilion snapper and he looks big enough. Just might be barely big enough. Go over here and check it out. Pinch tail. 12, you got him. Put him in a cooler. Woo! Skunk's out of the front of the boat. Thank you, Lord. Easy, easy, easy. Still on there? Yep, yep, yep. Still on there. That's a big fish. Woo! Yeah, that's a red snapper. He's digging for it. Could be, you never know. Could be a gag grouper. Come up here.
Look at that. It ain't all the way forward, but it's still pointing.
I know, they can do it a little bit, especially the bigger ones. Come on, let me see. I see white, big red snapper, pretty sure. Pretty sure. I don't see anything following him. Yep. Look at there. Big John, catch the big red snapper.
Not as big as that one you had, but it's a big red snapper.
Big red snapper. Doobie doobie doo. Good for you. Goodness. That's a red snapper. He's gonna get me down in a pipe or something. I know it. Not a pipe, but a shelf out here. This is on a sardine. This is like a big red snapper. This is my light pole too. Up, spit the hook or broke me off in a shelf. Or broke me off in a shelf. Sure enough. Took me in a shelf, broke me right off. Light pole. Big John catches himself a legal size lane. Look at there. Good for you, Big John.
They don't have to be very big to be legal.
That's right, 10 inches. Okay, we have moved out even a little bit further. Another 5 miles out. So we're about 25 miles out now. 23, 25 miles out. Big John's hooked into something pretty good size. Sure. I think it's a big old red snapper. Boy, he's a... What'd you have on there for bait?
Half a sardine.
Half a sardine. Okay. Wow, that's a big boy. I mean, a really big boy. Whoa, getting a bite on the back line myself. This, oh, I don't know what this is. This was, as I was pulling it up. Come on, see what John's is. Get this guy up out of the way. Mr. Grunt. Oh, real light colored, real light colored. Big red snapper, big one. Well, we know there's a red snapper here, don't we, John?
No, the sure goes down in there too.
Yep. Look at there, Big John, little trig. That's our first trigger at this spot. We need a little trig. Big John hooks up again. Let me get that other pole up. Alrighty.
Oh, he's off.
Don't need to.
He's off.
Don't need to. That was a big fish. This is the 5th place we have stopped. Big John's the first to hook up. And he got a lane and a grunt. He got a lane.
That's good.
Well, yeah, we did catch one small lane out there. Oh, man. I had one tap. He's still on there. What's going on here? Something strange.
Hammer time here.
I got me wire on here too.
This is a good spot. I think it's on the map. You ain't supposed to go that way.
Oh, Robbie.
He's mad.
Robbie D. And it's Cape Horn.
Whoa.
Gonna pull. You gonna get pulled in the water. Man, that's a
Feels like a snapper.
big snapper.
That's what it feels like. Oh, you're bucking his head.
Well, you know, there's hardly any of them.
Feels just like a snapper.
You got them up past the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a flash. I can't quite tell what it is.
I think it's a sow. That was on dead bait.
When they're hungry, they eat. I see him way over here.
That's gotta be a snapper.
Yeah, I see him right here.
He's white.
He's, yeah, white, but kind of dark on the top.
It's a snapper.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Big red.
A little baby one.
Yeah.
Look, he was nice enough to release himself.
Yeah, I love that. Oh! You almost flipped out the back of your boat. With the water being so absolutely clear, it just made good sense to drop the cams down. I dropped them down actually twice, and the first time the cams went down and hit the side of a ledge and turned over sideways, and one of the cams was pointing straight down into the sand, which I'm not going to include, of course, but the other one was pointing straight up, and it was kind of cool. And let me stop and show you a view that I think is really incredible. Okay, this is a picture of my boat sitting on top of the water, and that line you see is the line down to the cams. I thought that was the coolest picture. Now this is in real time, and as you can see, it's a very busy environment down there. So I'm going to slow it down so we can see things a little bit better. A little bit better. Slow down just a little bit so we can see the action. Most of these fish are just grunts. We call them ruby lips. They're also called tomtate grunts. And there's a few other fish mixed in there, like that sheep's head you see right there. There's a couple of sheep's head in this video. And a couple other reef fish. I think that reef fish down there in the middle is a clownfish. I'm not real sure. And there's a vermilion snapper. These are not very big snapper, even though we're in about 70 feet of water, maybe 80 feet of water. Would have been a lot better if we could have gone out to about 120 feet or so, because I think the bigger ones are out there now. Since this water is so clear, they're probably moving deeper. And it's obvious that we are very near some major structure, which you can't see because it's probably in the cam pointing the other direction, or behind the cam that was not working. So I only got this clip that I can show. As you can see, there's a couple of sheep's head here, which means that there has got to be structure, good structure, just close by. That's where they live. Coming into the picture there on the right is an angelfish. It's also a reef dweller, so you know there's lots of structure somewhere close by. And in these clips you see very few large red snapper. very few large fish at all, except for one or two red snapper. I also saw just a couple of mangrove snapper. I think they've all moved to deeper water or safer water, at least, because of the clarity of the water. You see all of these fish that are up above off the bottom, way up off the bottom actually. Usually they're not. They're usually hugging the bottom. Here comes a medium-sized red snapper. And coming up in just a second is the other cam pointing in a little bit different direction. And our two verses of good news today comes from Romans. First one is 12:18. If possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. Second verse is 12:21. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And as a special bonus, here is 2 Corinthians 6, verse 17. Therefore, come out from their midst and be separate. Think about that for a while.